Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I'd like to acknowledge a huge mistake I did when I analyzed Jeffree Star, and it's that I didn't fully understand the scope of the situation. Well, you can actually look at someone without much background or information and make a good guess if they are telling the truth or not. But it's important and much more fun that you get the whole picture first, so in case you're interrogating someone, you know all the facts beforehand. And I was pitched Tati Westbrook's apology last month to make an analysis. And of course, it was important to know what was she apologizing for. And enter Dramageddon 2.0, a feud that has shaken the makeup industry, and you might think it's just drama between grown-ups that have nothing better to do than to point fingers. But we're talking about an industry that is bigger than global films and video games combined. So if 4 people with followings twice the size of Sweden's population start a defamation war, then we should take notice. Now, this channel is about body language, but there are a lot of things that you should be able to take into consideration when you're doing an analysis. And that's a second mistake I made with Jeffree Star. It should have been framed into the general narrative of all that had happened since last year. I will try to amend that error in this video, focusing on Tati Westbrook. And let's strike a deal. If this video gets to 10,000 likes, I'll do Shane Dawson's analysis too.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
By the way, if you want to learn body language, you can download my free tips ebook right in the description. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the body language guy, and I want you to uncover the secrets people try to hide from you. Now, how did all this mess start? Back in April 2019, James Charles attended Coachella and he was immediately mauled by fans just like Superman on Mexican soil. So he didn't feel safe. He knew someone who could get him a VIP pass with Sugar Bear Hair's security team. In exchange for their services, Charles agreed to do an Instagram ad for Sugar Bear's new sleeping vitamin gummies. And that sounds like gummy bears injected with 100% Billie Eilish drowsiness extract. And this was an issue because Sugar Bear Hair is a direct competitor of Halo Beauty, which is Tati Westbrook's brand. Up to that point, she had been the unofficial mentor of Charles. When he first moved to LA, Westbrook and her husband let him live in their house and helped him monetize his YouTube channel. In return, Charles did Westbrook's makeup for her wedding day, and the two promoted each other's business frequently. Charles shared the Sugar Bear Hair ad to his Instagram, and hell was unleashed in the YouTube makeup world.
I also want to give a quick shout out to Sugar Bear Hair. I met their team weekend 1 at Coachella and they really helped me and my friends out with sister security because it was crazy. You guys probably already know about their iconic hair vitamins, but they just came out with brand new vegan sleep vitamins, and first of all, they taste so bomb, but most importantly, I've been dealing with a lot of anxiety recently and it always comes late at night when I'm laying in bed thinking, which is not fun or fresh. So I've been taking these 30 minutes before bed and they've been really helping. So if you guys want to check them out, you can see that his expression is of real delight. Of course, if you study Charles' body language baseline, you understand that it's normal for him to express himself like that, but there was absolutely no intention of downplaying it. Westbrook reacted with a video of herself crying, mentioning how she had been backstabbed and felt lost as a result of it.
I feel like I'm here, I know what I should be doing, I should be working, I should film, and I just can't. I feel really lost, and I feel in my community especially, like I feel really lonely. And through this whole journey of YouTube, I feel like I have been someone who's been super supportive to my friends, and it's been really crap to feel like, not that you should do things to get support, but like, you know, friends should support one another. That's how it should be. And you know, when you do so much for people in your life and they not only don't return the favor, but they just don't even see you. Like, I get it. I fucking get it. I'm just so upset.
There's a lot of nonverbal communication here, namely that she uploaded a spontaneous video with virtually no editing, and something that stands out is that she's wearing camo pattern that implies that she's going to war. One of the things that tells us that she was actually affected at the moment is her voice analysis. When someone is moved emotionally, their voice spectrum is going to be all over the place. It's different when someone is trying to fake that emotion. You're going to see that the voice settles down and peaks at very precise times. In this case, the emotion was real. Now, when you're interrogating suspects, you usually try to map their emotional connection to what's at stake, and in this case, Halo Cosmetics is her brand. So of course she feels betrayed by the guy she helped raise into stardom. It's different when a brand is just a sponsor, the emotional connection is not as strong. But so far there's one thing that we know for sure. Charles was totally aware that he accepting to promote Sugar Bear Hair was going to be a stab in the back of Westbrook. In human behavior, it's very romantic to think that there's a lot of people that just want to watch the world burn, and we have no way of explaining their actions. But statistically, it's a better approach if we assume that behavior and actions are the result of a cause. And this is a great tip if you want to understand human behavior. You don't have to know the cause of certain action, but it's enough if you have a clue that the cause exists. And this is part of right from philosophy and Plato's cave. Understanding human nature is like being inside a cave. You can't see what is outside, or in this case, in people's hearts. You can only see the shadows cast on the wall. Anyway, Tati followed up with a video titled By Sister, where she not only hammered Charles for disloyalty, but she also said she needed to distance herself from her mentee because of what she said was predatory behavior towards other boys who didn't identify as gay. Specifically, Westbrook brought up an occasion when she says Charles used his wealth and status to make another boy uncomfortable by pressuring him into a relationship. Westbrook also said Charles made inappropriate jokes about straight men and treated sexuality like a game.
When you can't have any emotion for the other person who loves you so much, and all you're caring about is your image, and that people are questioning if it's you and people are commenting, and that's what you're worried about, I'm not okay with that, and I need to take a time out.
What I saw in this video is that her hands are in total sync with her words, her voice tone remains calm, and the only thing that was odd is that she always turns her eyes to her right, which hits the creativity side.
And ready to make it on Instagram and social media, and he kind of had his YouTube channel going, but not really. And the first response I gave him was keep up the good work or something like that, and then he came back and he just has a way of saying the most gorgeous.
Please notice that when eyes turn to the right, it's not directly related to lying. It's much more common when people are thinking the implications of what they are saying or looking for best words to say something. Then that weekend, Charles uploaded a 40-minute video called No More Lies that was pretty much like a reverse Uno card to try to dispel the rumors spread about him, where he called the allegations so fake and truly disgusting. In the video, Charles talked about why he worked with Sugar Bear Hair and responded to her claim that he manipulates straight men.
I have never, and would never, and will never use my fame, money, or power to manipulate or get any sexual actions from a guy. That is disgusting. It is not me. And the fact that Tati brought this up blows my mind because she knows the real story.
He also provided details surrounding his exchange with the waiter named Sam Cooke, saying that everything was consensual. However, when Cooke uploaded his video to apologize to Charles for the drama, many pointed out that Cooke appeared to be nervous and uncomfortable, as if he was following script the entire time. It was also obvious that there was another person in the room with him.
At that time, I was bi-curious. I had never done anything with a guy before, and I was curious. Later that night, he invited me into his hotel room. When I got there...
In fact, that Sam Cooke video is pure body language gold. Let's make a time jump. Wearing a shirt that reads Peace, a far cry from last year's Camo, Tati uploaded a 40-minute video called Breaking My Silence. Tati claimed that she made the video as a result of all the poisonous lies that were fed to her by Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star.
I did not make my video because of vitamins. I made it as a result of all of the poisonous lies that were fed to me by Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star. James Charles's Sugar Bear Hair sponsorship and all of the drama that had kicked up afterwards, that was just my breaking point. I'm sorry that I bought into any of their lies. Believing those lies and allowing myself to be gaslit into making that video is one of the biggest regrets of my life. I should have tried harder to reach you over those concerns in person. I was told there were a lot of victims that were going to come forward to destroy you.
But no one came forward.
To even think about inviting anyone from my community. And I'm just so grateful
and my subscribers that showed up for me. And I just hope that you're still there. I got a heart attack.
One thing is that you can confirm an emotion, and another thing is how do you know what sparks that emotion? Was she sad about what she did, or was she sad about the way her reputation was jeopardized? That's something that reminds me of my analysis of Micah Stauffer. Something that doesn't add up is the fact that she claims that she did the Bye Sister video because all the evidence that was pitched by Star and Dawson. The big question is, why didn't she reach out to Charles to make things clear?
I knew that I needed to talk to James, and I was planning on hopping in my car and, sitting down with him, but I changed my mind very, very quickly when I found out that he had been giving his side to drama channels.
And why did she bring up this topic again in 2020? There's a term that I know I'm going to be using repeatedly in the following months, and it's blame shifting. In this case, Westbrook says that she was practically forced to do the Bye Sister video because she uses the word gaslighting. In case you don't know, gaslighting is a way of manipulation where you change someone's perception of reality and question their own judgment. So the lack of actual evidence won't let us affirm whether Star or Dawson actually manipulated her, but we do know that some of their behavior is congruent with that manipulation. Westbrook herself says that being friends with Star is like being friends with a lion. I insist in being absolutely clear about what's at stake in any situation and what drives someone to act. And you should always question the motives behind any public personality. At first I didn't understand the scope of the video Bye Sister, but when you do a simple search in Google Trends, you realize that that video literally skyrocketed searches for her brand. After Westbrook posted Bye Sister, some YouTubers became suspicious and thought that she was looking for monetary gain. They attempted to calculate how much money Westbrook earned from trying to destroy Charles' reputation. One of them was Richard Branson, better known as Vesey Banks. Branson viewed Bye Sister as a product advertisement for Halo Beauty and estimated that based on a standard conversion rate of 1% of the people who watched Bye Sister were driven to purchase the hair vitamin supplements that started all this drama. Since their supplements cost $40, Banks speculated that Westbrook could have brought in at least 10 to 19 million from Bye Sister, assuming that 1% of the video viewers bought the product. Oh, and not to mention that she added 5 million subscribers in just 2 days. So we have Westbrook, Charles, Star, Dawson, and Benjamin. My suggestion: every time you see an apology video, the most important question to ask is, what is at stake? One final thought.
I've always been into straight men, and the problem with that my entire life is I never found real love, because straight men behind closed doors, they love people like me, they love hooking up, they love having fun.
Did you spot any other clues in the video? Don't forget to share them in the comments. 10,000 likes and I'll do Shane Dawson's complete analysis. Did you see their skin? It looks like a TikTok filter. Wow. I should shave my eyebrows.